Instead of you saying plan your meal in advance and that's it, I do have some really practical tips for you, tips that I'm using myself. Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel, or hello if you are new here. My name is Caroline if you don't know me. And today we're going to talk about meal planning. First of all, if you're not really sure what meal planning is, it's literally just planning your meals in advance. By planning your meals in advance, you're going to take out so much headache throughout your week by wondering what you should eat, what you're going to put together with the things that you have at home, or you have forgotten something. You're going to take that guesswork out of your week. At the end of the nights, we are normally very decision fatigued from all the decisions that we make throughout the day. Coming up with what we should eat for dinner is just not another thing that I believe that we should put on top of all the other stresses that we have in our life. So to make it really easy for ourselves, meal planning is such a key, and that I find really helps me and our family to stay on top of things when it comes to meal times and having the things at home. The first thing that you do before you sit down to plan your meals is to get pen and paper, or a notebook and a pen. And in here, you're going to write up all the things that you have at home. You're going to start with looking at the items that you have in the fridge, focusing on those items that has a short date, or fresh produce, like fruit and veggies. Next is to write down everything that you have in your pantry. Again, you might have some things in your pantry that has an expiry date. Those ones are to write down definitely, but also those things that is more of a bulk item, like if you have oats, rice, pasta, those things, cans or tins or things as well. Third area to write down all the things that you have is from the freezer. Most items you can have in the freezer for 3+ months, depending on what it is. But we want to use this both to use the things that we already have at home. It's a great way to save money. Looking at the whole list that you have now of the items that you have at home, and see what meals you can put together with those items that you have. You might be able to put together some spaghetti bolognese, maybe soup, meals that you can put together with the items that you have at home. Those are the meals that you should write out. And then the next step, especially if you couldn't really put together any meals from the items that you already have at home, you're still looking at those items, but you're seeing what items that you're missing, or that you can easily add to the things that you already have at home to create the meals that you want. For example, if you want to make spaghetti bolognese, you might be missing the pasta, and that is the item that you're putting then on your shopping list. And then the next step is you might be writing up into your notebook what you're going to eat for the week. So Monday to Sunday, and then breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then just writing down those meals that you're going to have for those specific days. Another tip with that is whatever you have for dinner, you're going to have for lunch the following day. That way you don't have to come up with so many meals throughout the whole week. And it makes it really easy if you want to meal prep these meals in advance as well. Final step in the meal planning process is to have a sheet or a section in your notebook. Write a list of the things that you need to get from the supermarket. So to recap all these steps for meal planning is write down everything that you have at home, starting with the fridge, then pantry, and then freezer. Based on that list that you will have, you will then create meals. The thing that I haven't mentioned is I like to add at least one new meal for the week as well. So try a new recipe, just one. Don't overwhelm yourself with heaps of different new things, but just one new recipe. And then to really finish off that meal planning process is to make sure that you have the whole week in front of you on a sheet or in your notebook, and then write the shopping list based on that meal plan to make it easier to stick with your health goals. Hopefully it will save you some money as well, not going to the shops buying whatever is in front of you, or that the supermarket and marketing is making you purchase. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Hey do!